Hi everyone, and welcome back to Excellence Noir, where we seek to raise the standard and change the status quo. My name is Tasha Lord, and on this channel I share my experience as a registered nurse living in the UK. So, burnout. Honestly, I cannot tell you the number of times that I have felt or I have experienced burnout since I became a nurse, and it's been 7 years. And I feel like I have experienced burnout more than 10 times. During the pandemic, I probably experienced it like 6 times, and the 4 other times were, when I just started, and not recently. I would say probably when I just started. But today we want to talk about burnout, how it affects nurses, and tips and tricks that you can use to prevent yourself from becoming burnt out as a nurse, as well as I will share my little, kind of self-care routine and things that I do just to relax on my days off. So let's get into the video. Now, I know that I'm speaking from a nursing perspective. However, anybody can experience burnout in their jobs. But nurses experience burnout quite often because of the stressful environment that we work in. And not only that, the fact that most of the times there is a shortage of staff. Everywhere around the world there is a shortage of nurses, and so that poses a higher demand. It puts a higher demand on the staff that are there, and most of the times you end up doing the work of 2 or 3 people. So nurses work in a very stressful environment. Teachers, police officers, everybody has a lot of stress. And I feel like this year I'm just learning that everybody has stress, everybody has issues, everybody has problems, and we just have to find ways to manage it. So when you think about burnout, what are some things that you would think about? You can let me know in the comment section, like, how did you know you were burnt out? How you felt like, you know what, I'm done. According to Mental Health UK, some common signs of burnout would be feeling tired or drained most of the times. So you feel like you eat, you rest, and you still just feel tired. You think about going to work and you just feel tired. You feel miserable. You have no desire to do anything. You were usually somebody who always had a pep in your step and really had energy to do things, and right now you just cannot be bothered. And I think that happened to me towards the end of last year, but I wouldn't really say it was burnout from work. I feel like it was from the course that I was doing. And most times when these things happen, you kind of have to, it takes you a while to realize it, because it has become part of you to just keep going. And then I had to take a step back and think, you know what, that's not me to just be there and not do anything and not have the desire to do anything. And so most of the times these are signs that you should look out for, that okay, maybe you're getting overwhelmed, or maybe it's too much and you need to take a step back. Some other common signs: you feel helpless, you feel trapped, you feel defeated, you're demotivated, you have no energy to do anything, and you have no desire to do it, no passion. All the passion that you had, it's gone. And you have a very negative outlook. So if you have a coworker or somebody who was always so positive and bubbly and cheery and cheerful and all of that at work, and all of a sudden they're so pessimistic and everything about them is just, oh, this place is the worst and this job is this. And I mean, if the person is not usually like that, I am always like that with my co-workers, but it's just because we joke around. But if the person was not like that, but all of a sudden you really see like they're like dark and gloomy and like emo and these things, you know that these are some signs of burnout. If you keep procrastinating, you have a lot of self-doubt, you feel very overwhelmed, all of these are signs of burnout. Based on the different area that you work in, these signs may manifest in other ways, but these are some signs to look out for. But what exactly do you do when you notice that you burn out? Because these things happen a lot in organizations, and most of the times, like management, employers don't really know how to help their staff. People are absent a lot, so you have like a lot of sickness, a lot of absences and stuff. How do you help people? And as a co-worker or as a friend or as a family member, how do you help somebody else? And if you are the person experiencing it, how do you help yourself? So one of the main tips that has helped me, because I feel like I had to go through it to understand it, one of the things that helped me was to plan. And when I mean plan, you guys know I like to talk about planning, and because I feel like if you not planning, what are you really doing? That's how I feel. I feel like that even holidays, even vacation, even free time should be planned, because like if you have goals, there's no time. Time is precious and you will not get it back. So you should always be, you know, thinking of your next move or what you want to do. But anyways, when I say plan, I mean plan time to rest. So actually say this week, Thursday will be my day, my free day to just do whatever I want and to relax and to sleep in. If you usually wake up 6 a.m. every day, you find that day to sleep in. If you have children, it might be a bit difficult, but after they go to school, you could say that I will sleep an extra hour or two, or I will do something that is relaxing. I noticed that a lot of the times in nursing, especially, and jobs where it's a service, there's a lot of like toxic heroism where people feel like you have to sacrifice your life for the job. You don't have to eat, you don't have to take breaks, you don't have to do any of these things because you just have to look after these people, or you just have to do that for your patients or for the public, and that is what it is. However, if you are not looking after yourself, there's no way you can look after somebody. If you are sick, what kind of care can you give to somebody? So you have to make time to be able to rest and to rejuvenate and to catch yourself, you know. One of the things I love about the UK is the amount of annual leave that we have. Okay, so you guys know we have up to like 7 weeks of annual leave. And so you have 7 weeks, so try to plan it out and make sure that when you set your annual leaves, you don't use that time just to do bank shifts. Okay, yes, you can do one, yes, you can do two, but you cannot tell me that your whole annual leave, you will take it just to do bank shifts, because you need that time to rest, and you will be pushing your body too hard, and you risk being burnt out, you risk being sick and being absent from work. So it's very important that you get that time to rest. Not only should you be resting during your annual leave, you should be resting on your days off. I'm not saying resting like sleeping in bed. I mean, yes, you get up, you clean your house, you do your laundry, you do all of these things, but put some. Okay, yes, you get up, you do your laundry, you do what you need to do, but you need to allocate some time, at least 1 hour or 2 hours in the day, where you do things that is relaxing to you. You do things that make you happy and make you feel just, I don't know, brings you peace. You do something that takes your mind away from everything. And I feel like you have to do that on your off days. So rest is important. So take your annual leave and use it wisely. Not all the time you have to travel. Sometimes you travel because you want to get away from everything and you want to experience another country. Sometimes you just stay at home and you rest. On your off days, if you really don't have anything to do, or if you feel like you're tired and friends invited you out or people invited you out and you feel like you just don't want to, then it's okay. Say no, stay home and do things that are relaxing. However, if you're somebody who loves going out and that is relaxing for you, then you make sure you plan it out and you go and have a good time. Another important part of it, of resting and avoiding burnout, is to take your breaks at work. Now, I know it's not always possible, but between you and your co-workers, you all should look after each other. You should be looking after the person next to you or whoever you're doing breaks with, so that both of you guys can get your breaks, because it's a 12-hour shift. And that is a long time to not have a break, to not go to the toilet, to not eat. You will become irritable, you will be frustrated, you will be ill-treating patients or staff, or you will be ill-treating yourself by doing that. So it's very important that you take your breaks. And on our unit, we try to prioritize breaks. Our management always makes sure that everybody gets break. If we don't take breaks, most of the time it's because we just said, you know what, no, I don't want a break, it's okay. But we make sure that everybody gets breaks. So we help each other out so that everybody goes for a break. So it's important that you just get away from the environment. We work in critical care and it's constantly alarms, there's always stuff going on. And you need that little 20 minutes or 30 minutes to just get away. You can scroll through your phone, you can chat with other co-workers, you can do anything that is relaxing to you. So for me, I like to go on break and speak to my coworkers and just laugh, and I'm very jovial at work, so we just joke around and have a good time, and that works for me. Another thing I would say is to on your off days, like for me today, I'm off. So the night before, I did all my dishes, I cleaned the house so that in the morning I'm waking up to a clean house and I can do all the things that need to get done for the day and not carry the things of yesterday. So even if it takes me a little 30 minutes later in the night just to wash the dishes, I would do it so that in the morning I could wake up to a clean house. So I did that, and then this morning I decided, you know what, today's a day of self-care, and I decided I'm going to run the bath and just relax, read a book. So there's so many things that you can do. So some of the things that I like to do is to just have a hot bath. Some people like it warm, I like hot baths, okay? And I like to have a hot bath and do some reading. I only started reading now, okay? It wasn't something, I hated reading. The only books I used to read are my textbooks. But now I'm reading books and I'm listening to a lot of audiobooks, which I never used to do, but it's so enlightening to me. And if you guys are interested, let me know and I could share them with you. But these audiobooks are really helping me to become disciplined. As you guys know, my word for the year is discipline. So they're helping me to become disciplined, and I feel like I'm enjoying my job more because I feel like I'm prioritizing myself. Like, I feel like I'm becoming a better person, and so I can help people better and I can work with people better than before, where I was just doing the job, just doing it and not really knowing your why. So the course that I'm doing, we saw a video during the week and the man was saying, what is your job? And I was thinking, okay, I'm a critical care nurse, like I do this, I do that. And he said, why? And then I'm thinking, okay, because I want to help people. And he said, yes, part of your job is helping people, but why do you want to help people? And why do you, and it had me thinking so much, like, you do all of these things and you just don't know why. And you know why, but you have never sat to think about why. So I feel like for me, taking the time off now to read and to listen to these things and do a lot of self-reflection, that is helping me to become more at peace and to be more relaxed. And so when I go to work, I go and I'm in a better mood because I looked after myself the day before. So I'm working tomorrow, and today was a nice day of relaxing. I was able to make content and to have a nice relaxing bath, do some reading, do some journaling, watch some TV, call my family, speak to them on the phone, all of these things. I had a good day on my off day, and so I come back to work now refreshed and ready to take on whatever the day brings. So guys, my tip for you is to prioritize self-care. If that was something that you were already doing, continue and plan it out. At least do it once a week. One day where you look after yourself. Cut your toenails or go and get your nails done, or whatever things that you like to do. Look after your skin. Drink enough water. Get your supplements in. Do what you have to do. Exercise is always something that's really good as well. So go for a walk or go to the gym. So these things will help you. As much as you're feeling like, oh, sometimes it could be a bother, but it does help you in the long run. And so it helps you to feel better, gives you a better mood. Exercise always helps to uplift your mood. So do these things, spend time with yourself, and also do a lot of self-reflection. I know not everybody likes journaling, but you can just try it out and let me know in the comment section, how was it for you? So just take a book and start writing down your thoughts, like how are you feeling? Maybe when you have a bad day, journal, and when you have a good day, journal and see. And listen to things that will help you. I know sometimes we want to look at social media just to consume things, or to watch Netflix, or just to watch Amazon or whatever we want to watch, just to consume all of that. I try to limit myself to at least 1 movie or 2 movies for the day. If it's a day where I don't have anything to get done, okay, 2 movies. But if I watch the movie, while I'm watching the movie, I would be doing something else. So if I'm washing the dishes, then I would watch the movie. So you try to get as much done. You don't want to sit in bed or sit on your couch all day and just watch television. It's not really going to benefit you. And think of the goals that you have for yourself in the long run. In the long run, in the next 5 years or 10 years, where do you see yourself? And what you're doing right now, is it helping you to become that person that you want to become? And so just thinking about it that way, it helps me to be more productive. But as much as I'm somebody who's very productive and like to do things and plan things out, I do take time to look after myself. So I hope that this video was helpful to you, and in the next few minutes you will just see a short little clip of me just having a relaxing day and just having a bath. And these are some of the products that I used. hope that you give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. And remember to look after yourself, because most of the times nobody will. So I'm wishing you guys a good week.